This was one of the biggest things that caused me to stop using the app.
I've been doing things that they told me I should never do. I've been doing things that they told me I could never do now. Never do, I could never do. I've been looking back and I'm the only one who ever knew. My dreams began to turn out.
Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. So in this week's video, we are going to just see what has been going on with MyFitnessPal. I haven't used this app for several years and I thought it would be kind of fun just to do a reaction video just to see how things look with some of the changes that they've made. And as well too, I want to see what they calculate for my specific calorie target goals if I were in a dieting phase, and then I'm gonna compare that to what my actual calories are when I'm in a dieting phase. So I don't know how this is gonna go. Legit, just bringing it up on the screen right now, logging into my old account. So, okay, looks like it's not free anymore. I'm already using MyMacros Plus, I still use that. So let's just do a free trial. Holy cow, that's expensive. Don't let me forget to cancel this. I am all set. All right, let's see what's been going on here. I don't need to track that right now. Welcome to MyFitnessPal Premium. Premium features, meal scan, home screen, carbs, proteins, fat, intermittent fasting tracking, food analysis. All right, all pretty standard things that you would expect from a premium macro tracking app. I'm more so interested in seeing how they calculate my calories. So just ignore that right now. Like clearly that's my old targets from the last time that I was in the app, which was several years ago. Like look at that profile picture. Oh my goodness, that is like circa 2012 maybe? I don't know if you guys can see that. I'll try to zoom in a little bit. But anyways, let's, okay, where do I go here? Wait, okay, more. Profile, nutrition, maybe? So far we're not off to a good start. I know people who probably use this app regularly are probably, oh, I have 9 friend requests. You guys are probably like shaking your head at me because you know exactly where to go and this is painful to watch, but I'm trying to use this in the eyes of somebody who has never used this app before, and so far I'm really not sure where I go to set my goals. Like it has my old goals here. Diary, put that on do not disturb so nobody bugs me. News feed, do I go here? Okay, plans, meal plans, not interested in that right now. Okay, so how long have we been in this app and we're still haven't set my goals yet? Am I just stupid? Nutrition, goals, I see it. Okay, we're good. Goals. Current weight. Yes, I'm sure I want to update. So current weight, 115. And let's get ready for bodybuilding show. Yes, I want to change it. Let's say our goal weight is, actually we're going to change that to a little bit higher. Like what my starting point weight was last year for my prep. So that way I can compare the calorie amounts that I actually consumed last year in comparison to what they're telling me now. So my goal weight, my stage weight last year was 105 pounds. Yes, I want to change. Active. I wish that they would give a little bit more indication what is considered active, lightly active, not very active. That is very broad. The spectrum of that can change very drastically compared to me being very active as a sedentary online coach in comparison to like a nurse who is active and on her feet all day long. You can see how those two are very different. Okay, what does that mean for my calorie targets? Okay, so 1,500 isn't too bad. For someone like me though, I was able to lose weight eating 1,800 calories, so it's a little bit lower than what my body is used to. So that might be a little bit aggressive for me because of how long I was not dieting and I was at my maintenance calories of over 2,400 calories for a significant amount of time. So that's another red flag on my end is the, it doesn't take into consideration my metabolic adaptations that I have developed over the years. So that might be a pretty aggressive calorie deficit right off the bat, but it's not horrible. It's not like 1,200 calories. I was kind of expecting that. So I'm happy to see that they're being a little bit more conservative and not going too aggressive. But here's my concern. Macronutrient breakdown. Now, carbs and fats aren't too bad, but 78 grams of protein 78 grams of protein. On average, when you aren't dieting, you want to have around 1 gram per pound of body weight. So if my starting body weight is 120 pounds, I should be consuming around 120 grams of protein. So it's about 0.8 to 1 gram per pound of body weight. So just shy of 120, maybe 105 grams, but 78 grams, not even 80 grams. That is a very concerning low amount of protein. Not to mention, that is the amount that you want to be consuming when you are more so at your maintenance calories. For somebody who is in a bodybuilding competition prep, having your protein targets even higher is suggested, especially considering you are dieting and you want to preserve lean body mass and make sure that you are promoting satiety, because we get hungry when we are dieting. So having a higher protein diet when we are dieting is very important and very strategic. So not too happy with that. Sodium's not too bad. Cholesterol's not too bad. Fiber is a good amount, you know, for women, typically 25 to 35 grams to have for fiber a day is the recommended goal. So that's my biggest concern, is the lack of protein that is being suggested to me. So where can I go? Like, if I knew that, not many people know that. A lot of people are relying on this app to determine their macronutrients, to determine their calorie goals, so that way they can accomplish their goals. And, you know, it's tough, right? When we see such a low amount of protein, and protein is often the missing component that allows people, especially women, to optimize their timeline with their fat loss related goals. So for myself, I understand that 78 grams of protein is ridiculous, and I would like to go and edit that goal. So where would I go? Can I customize my macros versus relying on what they're telling me? So nutrition, can I do that here? It says goals. Okay, don't want percentage. Okay, there's grams, perfect. So let's say, you know, I understand the concept of having a higher protein diet when I am in a dieting phase. So let's say 120 grams, like what we talked about. So indirectly, that updates my calorie goals. It's not changing the remaining macronutrients. So I guess for somebody who is in this position, you can kind of play with the changes to make sure that you're still within that calorie goal that they've calculated for you. For myself, based off of my knowledge and my dieting history, I probably wouldn't go down to their goal of 1,500 calories. I would try to be a little bit higher, a little bit closer to 1,800. So I think even numbers make more sense. Like, let's just make things a little bit more simple versus doing 78 grams, 52 grams. Let's just make it nice and even. So we're gonna update that. Okay, so we've updated our calorie goals based off of, I think so. Did that work? Okay. Oh, okay, that's weird. Oh, there we go. Okay, cool, just didn't update yet. So adding food, I'm not gonna go through and add all the food for the day, but let's just add one meal just to make sure that I hit my targets, to see if we're still getting those silly notifications that I am remembering from the past. So if I want to fast track a meal, quick add, okay, perfect. That's nice and quick and easy. Track time, no, I don't really care about time. So can I just put in, okay, let's do 55, 200, and what did we say, 120? Let's say we hit our targets perfectly for the day. This is me tracking for the full day. So shows that I've eaten my food remaining. Awesome. So that's it for the day. Pretend I've like added everything in here, all of my meals throughout the day. Complete diary. Yes. They're still doing this. If every day were like today, in 5 weeks, you would weigh 127 pounds. I'm a little worked up with that. I'm a little disappointed to see that they are still putting these types of fear-mongering notifications into the app. This was one of the biggest things that caused me to stop using the app, and I really don't promote it a whole heck of a lot anymore, because it creates this perception that you need to be eating as little as what they're calculating me to eat. I just updated my goals where I hit my macros perfectly based off of the calories I've set for myself. So why are they telling me these ridiculous things that I'm gonna gain weight? It puts this insane amount of fear onto a lot of people, men included, but mostly women, that they need to eat like a bird, that they need to be afraid of carbs, that they need to stop eating so much food. Let's go back and edit this. I want to see if they do the same thing. So if I do quick add, shoot, I was kind of hoping that it would allow me to input sugar as well. So let's do what we did previously. Same thing, 55 fat, where's the carbs? There it is, 200. And I think my goals for sugar were 58. So let's just do 70 grams of sugar that I've had for that day. And then 120 grams of protein. And that's all we're worried about. Okay, do I have to add everything? Oh, required. Really? I had to put the calories in there. It would be nice if the app calculated the calories for you if you just want to match the macronutrient breakdown on the back of the label. And the reason for this is because there are a lot of companies who will either overinflate or underinflate their calorie goals in order to make the food appear more desirable. So say like, you know, I had 54 fat versus 55, the total calorie amount's not going to be an even 1775. You know, it's going to be whatever it's going to be. It's not going to look nice on the label. Therefore, companies are legally allowed to misstate the total amount of calories to a degree, to a specific percentage. The reason that I think that would be helpful for them not to require the calorie amount is because it allows people to be more accurate if you put the macros in, because it's going to calculate the calories more accurately and eliminate the discrepancies of the calories on the back of the label. Okay, complete food diary. Let's see what it says, if it says anything. Okay, cool. It didn't say anything about sugar. I'm happy to see that. In the past, I know that they would say like kind of similar things about if you ate this much, it would impact you with your sugar amount. I'm not quite sure if it still does that, but based off of this little test, it doesn't. That's the biggest thing I don't like with this app, is it does cause a level of fear mongering to eat a required amount of food. So for me as a coach, right, I'm giving my clients their macronutrients and they decide to use MyFitnessPal. And if they put the macronutrients, like say this exact scenario where they are supposed to have over 1,700 calories a day, but based off of their goals that they've inputted in the app, MyFitnessPal is telling them like, no, your coach is wrong. You're going to gain weight if you eat this much food. You can see how there's a disconnect, and there's going to be a lot of fear associated with them actually following through and adhering to the program, so that way they can actually see the results that they're looking for. Instead, there's going to be a lot of fear surrounding eating that much food. So I want to see, because somebody has told me in the past that you might be able to turn off those notifications. Messages, these might be my messages. Yep. Okay. Settings. Let's try there. App appearance, diary settings, weekly nutrition, push notifications. And if anybody knows, because I'm not finding it and I'm going to give up soon, feel free to leave a comment down below. That's not my posticle, by the way, so nobody try to stalk me. Weekly nutrition settings. I think I've been to every spot here. Is there anything else? Apps and device? No. Yeah, I don't know, guys. I would hope that there is an option. All right, well, if anybody knows, let me know. But, so that's it. I'll stop recording now. It's unfortunate. I mean, the app has a really great barcode scanner. I don't need to test it to know and understand that. I know that it has a huge food database, so I get it. I get people's desire to want to use MyFitnessPal. It's still an app that I include in my list of apps to consider using when I sign up a new client. It's definitely on the lower end of the list, but I understand the desire. All I can kind of say for that, for those who do decide to use the app, is to make sure that you are just trying to take some of these notifications that are being included on the app with a grain of salt. And if you do decide to use the app, please make sure that you consider using a calculator that's going to be much more accurate for you based off of your goals. That's why working with a coach can be very beneficial, because when you are trying to achieve body composition related results, it's not just about counting your calories. Each macronutrient serves a very important purpose. Like I said previously, protein, getting in enough protein is extremely important, and often the missing component as to why people really just struggle and spin their wheels to see the results that they are looking for. So getting in a sufficient amount of protein is crucial, and clearly based off of that initial calculation, not a fan of what is being recommended for me. And I would imagine it's very similar for other people as well too. So could be leaving gains on the table. And of course that is not what we want. Hopefully you guys liked this video though. If you found it to be helpful, insightful, if this is something that you want me to do in the future for other apps, maybe I'll do it for the app that I use, MyMacros Plus, trying of course to keep an objective outlook, an objective opinion when I review the app. So let me know your guys' opinion. Comment down below, send me an email, send me a message. Let me know if that's something that you would like to see in the future. And if you liked today's video, make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys next Monday.